get the job done. When it come to crunch time, I'm awesome. 3 seconds on the clock, you can call me. And my hands is where the ball be. Nigga, I'm clutch. 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 Clutch, yeah, nigga, I'm clutch. 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 Clutch, yeah, baby, I'm clutch. 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 Clutch, yeah, baby, I'm clutch. 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 Yeah, clutch. 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 Clutch, yeah, baby, I'm clutch.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Happy Friday. Appreciate everybody starting that weekend off with your boy. Welcome to the Inside Scoop. I'm your host, the man with the plan with the cleanest ways in all the land, Spivey. And we got a lot we're going to get into today. First of all, again, happy Friday. Before we go any further, make sure y'all don't forget to subscribe to the YouTube channel, also the Signature Series Network, and follow me on Facebook. Don't forget to like and share the page. Now, get this Friday started. Hold on. I'm gonna start situated here. Like I said, we got a lot we're gonna get into today. We're gonna start with the Mavs and the T-Wolves. Unfortunately, I was one of the ones that picked the Minnesota Timberwolves to win this series in 7. Unfortunately, the Dallas Mavericks took care of business in 5, defeating the Minnesota Timberwolves in Game 5 to move on to the NBA Finals to face the Boston Celtics. Now, I was shocked at this series. I knew Dallas was a great team. I knew they had tremendous talent on the team, probably one of the best duos in the NBA, maybe NBA history, and Kyrie Irving and Luka Doncic. But I also looked on the Minnesota Timberwolves side and looked at Ant-Man. Yeah, young, up and coming, still scratching the surface. Karl Anthony Towns, who's been in the league for quite a few years now. Not old, but, you know, he got some years up on his belt. Rudy Gobert got years up on his belt. Mike Conley, another veteran on that team. I looked at that team. Then I looked at the way they went through the playoffs in the West, the way they dominated the first round of the series, second round of the series, and then the tremendous series against the Denver Nuggets that went 7. Minnesota ended up winning that series after it was up 2-0, then trailing 3-2. I thought it was going to be, again, a great series, great matchups. I guess it just started off all bad. You know, Ant-Man coming out before Game 1, you know, making a statement. He gets he'd be matched up against Kyrie. Let's see how that go. And Kyrie got the best of him to me this series, but really the first 2 games. Minnesota just looked, I'm sorry, man, they just looked out, man. They just looked out everything, out man, out coached, out water boys, out cheerleaders, out everything, man. But you got to give Minnesota, they do respect. You got to give them credit for even getting this far. This is the first time they've been in the Western Conference Finals since, what year was that? I forget off the top of my head, but with KG and them boys. But now Dallas moves on to the NBA Finals to face the Boston Celtics, which should be a great series. We're going to touch on that in a hot second. But Luka and Kyrie came to play, man. They came to play. I mean, Luka started off the first quarter hitting, 14 points, 14 points. I mean, shooting step-back threes, shooting fadeaways inside, stopping on the dime, hitting pull-ups. He was just had everything cooking. And that not even just having everything cooking, but chirping with a fan in the crowd that he was going at it with all game long. And then Luka, did what he did. He said, okay, let me go ahead and rest. Let me get my boy Kyrie Irving. Kyrie Irving got to getting going. It was just all bad, man, for Minnesota. I ain't gonna say feel bad, man. You got to give them their credit. You got to give them their props. They got this far, but I did not know Dallas would actually have them out, man. I knew Dallas, again, coming into this playoffs, to this series was a good team. But just coming to the playoff period, they it's like when they got into the playoff, their defense clicked. And I think the reason why their defense clicked was they did one of the most tremendous jobs at the trade deadline by acquiring Daniel Gafford and P.J. Washington, which really turned their team around. Daniel Gafford being that middle presence, PJ Washington being another guy who could rebound the ball and also hit the corner three. And that really brought a different dynamic to that team. And Dallas just really took off from there. Jason Kidd, much credit. Did a hell of a job coaching. He came into game 4, I believe, 3-0 and closed out games. But ended up losing that game. We made them 3-1, but ended up closing out in game 5. They said we were going back to Dallas. We was going back to get some clothes, rest up, and head to Boston to play the Celtics in the finals, which starts June 6th. Excuse me. You got to give major credit to Derek Lively, who also played big in this series. Suffered a neck sprain in game 4, but it wasn't nothing too serious. He ended up coming back in game 3, because he missed game 4. But ended up coming back in game 5 and contributed big. Who else? Like I said, the PJ Washington, the Daniel Gafford, Derrick Jones Jr., who played great, who played tremendous defense on whoever he was signed on, whether it was Ant-Man, Nickeil Alexander-Walker, Mike Conley, whoever they threw out there. Derrick Jones played good on the defensive end and made timely shots on the offensive end. You got to give props to the Dallas Mavericks bench. Hardy coming in playing good minutes, giving good quality minutes and delivering points and rebounds, and Green coming in contributing. So it was a whole team effort for the Dallas Mavericks, and they got it done. But the Minnesota Timberwolves, y'all, they gonna be there. They got a few things that I feel like they need to adjust and clean up. But I think Minnesota's gonna be there. Ant-Man, the face of that franchise, it could possibly be the face of the league. Karl Anthony Towns, who I'm gonna touch on in a minute. It's just, I think a couple of things Minnesota need to do in areas where they can improve to get better. With that being said, but congratulations to the Mavericks moving on to the NBA Finals. Good job, Luka and company. That's good. Now for the Timberwolves, going into the offseason, a lot of things I feel like the Timberwolves need to do to get better as a team collectively. For one, Cat. I'm going to try to say this as nicely as I can, Cat. You too big, bruh. You too big to be out there shooting threes like you Dan Marley, Steph Curry, Reggie Miller, Ray Allen, Mark Price, Luka, Kyrie, whoever. You too big to be doing that. I know the NBA have changed. I know the game have changed to where the stretch four has become a real big piece of offense. So a lot of teams go through that. And then y'all also got the Twin Towers in there with Rudy Gobert and yourself. But what up, bro? Yeah, Mavs and Boston are going to be a good one. Go Mavs. What up, JD? Go Mavs. Okay, we might get opportunity to get back for the Denver Nuggets Timberwolves series. We'll talk. But Cat. You too big again. You too big, bro. You got to get down low and off season work on some post moves if you have to. But you got to learn how to get down low, bang that big body of yours. Get some easy buckets on the inside instead of shooting threes like that's just part of your game now. Again, I get it. The stretch four has become a part of the league. But Cat, you came into the league playing more down low. Now I get it, bringing Rudy Gobert and solidified your center position, big man wise, and moved you out to the floor because you do have the capability of shooting the basketball. You shot it good while you was in school, in college, but you came into the pros, you shot it, but not as much as you doing now. You got, and secondly, Cat, you got to start with the wildness, man, with the wildness. Calm down. If you go back and look at the whole year, look at film for the whole year, Cat, I guarantee you count well over 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times, 20, 30, that you done had yourself in foul trouble due to you playing wild, due to you not calming down. Let the game come to you more. Pick and choose, like, read defense is better than what you're doing. You just full-fledged gone. And that's how you get yourself into a lot of foul trouble, a lot of offensive fouls, and you sitting on the bench, a la like you did this playoffs. So, Cat, you got to get better at that. Calming down and work on your offensive game inside. Also, I think Minnesota need to go out and acquire a backup point guard. Mike Conley not a spring chicken. He's getting up there in age. It's been rumored that the Minnesota Timberwolves are interested in my Cavaliers guard Darius Garland, but we ain't just giving away for nothing. You're gonna have to give us something, Minnesota. But nevertheless, we'll get on that later on down the road. But get a backup point guard, a nice athletic point guard. Don't have to be nobody too big of a name. You got players like Alex Caruso. I'll go take a look at him. I believe he's a free agent. Minnesota, you take a look at him, bring him in, somebody who could just spell Mike Conley for a nice little spurt, because again, he's not no spring chicken. I also believe that the Timberwolves need to address more shooting. If you want to have Ant-Man, the way he play, he penetrates, gets inside, he gets his assists. Look for the shooters in the corner, maybe the wing spot. But if that's going to be Ant-Man's game, which we all know it is, get to the rack, make a highlight on you. You got to get shooters around him, kind of like, LeBron, Luka, for that matter, the way they play. They like to look for players. They like to get players involved in the game. So I believe Minnesota got to go out and look for shooters. But it's going to be tough for them. Because if I'm not mistaken, the roster that they have constructed now, the way the money is set up, Karl Anthony Towns just got a big payday a couple of years ago. His new deal kick in real soon. Rudy Gobert, we all know how much they paid him and what they gave up to get him. Anthony Edwards, another guy who's getting paid a lot of money, or who will be getting paid lots more money for Minnesota. So they got to figure out a way how to keep that core together and still add pieces around it to keep them competitive and get them over the hump of the Western Conference Finals and get to where, everybody that play the game want to get to. That's the NBA Finals. But overall, Minnesota, good season. Nothing to hang your head on. Excuse me. Keep your head up, chest out. Just go back to the drawing board and figure out in the offseason how you can get better, what you need to do to get better. That goes from everybody, from the ownership to coaching to the players to anybody involved with the organization. So big ups, Minnesota. Wasn't expecting y'all to get dominated the way y'all did, but nevertheless, y'all played good, man. One hell of a season, and I expect to see Minnesota there again next season, somewhere in the playoffs. Still top three seed. Last week, I was supposed to talk to y'all about the top duo in the NBA today. Hold on, excuse me, and never did get to it. So today, I'm gonna just get it out the way real quick, since I was unable to get to it last week. Top duo in the NBA right now, to me, or the question was, is Luka and Kyrie the best duo in the NBA? And I had to take a long thought on this. Luka, hold on, excuse me, y'all. All right, here we go. I had to take a long thought, think about this for a nice little, come on, what's going on? A nice little bit, and I'm gonna have to say this: as far as Luka and Kyrie being the best duo in the NBA, I look at Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. They've been together for a long period of time. Hell, Kyrie know about them. He's been with them for a year, I believe, a year or two, year and a half. I look at Brown and AD. I look at Joker and Jamal Murray. I look at Kevin Durant and Devin Booker. I look at Donovan and no, I'm not even gonna say that, man, because Derek Gardner like way pissed me off. But the way these boys have been playing all season and going into the playoffs, they understand one another. They understand when one is on, let them cook. When one is not, you know what I'm saying, the other one got each other back. Both are unselfish players. They both feed off each other. Right now, I'm going to have to say, yeah, Kyrie and Luka might be the best duo in the NBA. Both of them, it's hard to stop them scoring. Luka play at a pace to where it's a slow pace, but it's his pace. He don't let a defender dictate what he do, when he do it, how he do it, at what pace that he do it. And we all know about Kyrie. I feel like Kyrie is one of the best, if not the best, skilled player in the NBA. Can finish with either hand, left or right. I believe he's the best finisher at the basket, guard-wise. I'm not going to say as far as big man-wise. That would be a little bit stretching it a little bit, but yeah, I'm not gonna say he's far. Like I'm not talking about just dunking. I'm talking about just finishing at the hole. But Kyrie is definitely one of the best, left and right. He can finish with either hand, and both can shoot. Both can get rebounds. Both can get assists, and both is unselfish. So when you get all that into one, it's hard to really contain that, stop that, however you just want to put it. And right now they showing they two of the best at it. They hard to guard. So right now I'm gonna say, yeah, I give them a slight edge over Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown. Just by, you look at Tatum and Brown, they lapses at times, especially Jason Tatum in the fourth quarter of games, early in the playoffs and even in the regular season. In the fourth quarter, like Jason Tatum sometimes can dip off instead of doing what the Luka will do, what the Kyries will do, even in this playoffs. But this NBA Finals is gonna tell a lot about the duo matchup. Gonna tell a lot about the Celtics. Gonna tell a lot about how bad and how much the Dallas Mavericks wanted, meaning Luka. We know Kyrie. We know what Kyrie gonna do. He's a former champion, winning his ring here in Cleveland, of course, with LeBron and coached by Ty Lue. So it's gonna be very interesting. It's gonna be very, very interesting. But right now, yeah, I got to get an edge to Luka and Kyrie. Has been the best duo in the NBA today, and arguably probably the best duo in the history of the NBA. Even though I know people might say, "What, man? Mike Scotty, Magic Kareem, Stockton, Malone." That's why I say arguably could be, but right now they are the best duo in the NBA. So, yeah, meant to get that out last week. I got it out the way this week, so it's all good. Big up to Kyrie and Luka. Now with that being said, the NBA Finals, June 6th, Boston versus Miami. Again, what should be an exciting series. A lot of different headlines going into this series. You got former teammates versus each other. Meaning Kyrie versus his former Celtics, Kristaps Porzingis against the Dallas Mavericks. Boston, who has been to three out of the last 5 Eastern Conference Finals, 4 out of the last 5, something like that. But Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown and basically the whole Celtics team, minus Porzingis and maybe Drew Holiday, has been together for a long period of time. Even Al Horford, even though he left for a year, maybe 2, came back. He's back with the Celtics now. It's a lot riding on this. It's a lot riding on the duo of Tatum and and Brown. While I just sit up here talking about the best duo in the NBA. There's a lot of pressure on them. I don't think so much pressure on Luka and Kyrie. Luka, I believe, who's going to have plenty of opportunities to get back to the NBA final, plenty of chances to get there. He's still young, but it's going to be a very interesting series. I'm gonna give my prediction a little bit later next week on who I think is going to win. I want to look at a couple of things, make sure a couple of players is going to be there to play, like Porzingis. But with that being said, it's going to be a lot of factors into this NBA Finals. One, the guard matchup to me is going to be very, very interesting because you got Boston, who I believe were the two best guard defenders in the NBA right now, and Jrue Holiday and Derek White. Derek White lead the NBA in blocks out of all guards. We know the defensive-minded player that Jrue Holiday is. I want to see that matchup against Kyrie and Luka. It's going to be interesting to see who match up against Luka. I wouldn't be surprised if they just keep it how it is. You put a Jrue Holiday on Kyrie and maybe a Derek White on Luka, even though Luka may have a height advantage. Derek White is pretty strong. Luka's crafty, but I think Derek White, can hold his own to a certain extent. Maybe they put Jaylen Brown on him. Maybe they put Tatum. I hope they won't do that because I don't want to see nobody in this series get in early foul trouble. I don't want to hear none of that. I don't want no excuses. I want this to be a great NBA Finals. But then on Dallas end, you got to worry about who's going to guard Luka, who's going to guard Kyrie, PJ Washington for that matter. He's going to be a big contributor. Daniel Gafford and Derek Lively. We know what they bring to the table. That's why, to me, it's going to be very important that Kristaps Porzingis play in this series, not only play, but be healthy. Again, I don't want no injuries. I don't want nobody getting hurt. I don't want none of that. I just want to see a good NBA Finals and may the best team win. I'm looking at the bench. Whose bench is gonna step up more bench wise? I like Boston bench. I like Peyton Pritchard coming off the bench. I like Sam Hauser to come off the bench and hit a couple of threes. Maybe if Kristaps Porzingis is back in playing, then you can bring Al Horford off the bench to bring that veteranship to stabilize the second unit. Down on the Dallas end, you got, I believe Hardy is going to have a nice series. Green is going to have a nice series. I expect to see a little bit more. I don't know if I'm saying his name right. Max Kleber, whatever his name is for Dallas. And I believe you may see more of him in this series just by the way each team, especially the Celtics, like to shoot the three ball. And I believe that would give both Luka and Kyrie more room to operate in the middle. You bring in another shooter from that power forward / center position. Again, you could probably play him and PJ Washington together at the same time. We'll see what Jason Kidd cook up in this NBA Finals. Dallas looking for their second ring. This is their third NBA Final appearance. They appeared in 2006, 11, and then now they end up winning in 11. That was against the Miami Heat with Dwayne Wade, LeBron James, Chris Bosh. That first year they was together, where Miami was the villains of the league. MVP wise, woo! You got a lot. I ain't gonna say a lot, but you got four major players in this series who are capable of winning the MVP of the finals: Luka, Kyrie, Jaylen Brown, and Jason Tatum. Jaylen Brown winning the Eastern Conference Finals MVP already, and Luka Doncic winning the Western Conference Finals MVP. So this whole series, man, it's gonna be very interesting. Joe Mazzulla, let's see what he got cooking up in the kitchen as far as his finals. Jason Kidd, the coaching matchup. I get a coaching matchup to Jason Kidd, to the Mavericks, just off experience. The last time the Celtics was in the finals, they lost to the Golden State Warriors, so the Celtics looking for their 18th banner, I believe, to once again Tyler Lakers, whom got their 18th in the bubble, which I don't care. the bubble or not. They still got a championship. So again, I'm gonna get my predictions. Far as who I think will win this series next week. I just want to give it some more thought. Again, I just want it to be a great series, a competitive series. I don't want to see no sweep. I don't want to see no gentleman sweep. I wanted to go 7. Damn it, go 7. Because again, I feel like this is going to be an exciting series. No injuries, no nothing. Just an exciting series. Keeping it in the NBA Finals, Kyrie Irving against the Celtics. We all know the situation with Kyrie and the Celtics, a former Celtic. Didn't go quite as planned when he went to Boston after leaving Cleveland. He basically wanted to run his own team. And them young boys at the time in Boston, and Tatum and Brown and the Horford was on that team. They wasn't allowed that. Marcus Smart and them, they wasn't allowed that. They won not a championship, but they won plenty of games without Kyrie. But for him to come in there and wanted to be that guy, they didn't allow it. Things that go how they wanted to. But Kyrie did want to stay in Boston. He said he would like to stay in Boston if things go well. It didn't go well. He left Boston. I don't know if the Celtics fans still hold a grudge to Kyrie. I don't know. I would hope not. That was years ago. Let it go. But I know that Kyrie should know he should be expecting it when he get to Boston, the Bulls. He may get some cheers. But there's going to be a lot of fans booing Kyrie Irving, which I think I don't think you want to fuel Kyrie or motivate Kyrie even more than what he will already be motivated in his finals. We see what happened when Ant-Man somewhat motivated him, and not saying that Ant-Man disrespected him, but somewhat motivated him with the comment of I'll be checking Kyrie, so we'll see how that go. But again, hope it be a good series, man. No nonsense. Celtic fans behave. Show the man Kyrie some love. Show him some respect. Don't need no nonsense, man. I just want a good NBA Finals. Just want a good Finals. Nah. Hold on. Now I'm hearing this story. You know what I'm saying? I know the TV deals are going up, which means a lot of player deals will be going up. More players will be getting paid way more than what they're getting paid now. We thought Jaylen Brown's $300 million plus contract was a lot. My question to you all, y'all more than welcome to leave a comment, and I'm gonna definitely get back to it. Do y'all think it would be the NBA would have its first $100 million a year player contract in the near future? Now, for what I'm reading, I think they said by the year 2032, 2033, it's a possibility a player could be making $95 to $100 million per year on a contract. Woo! That's a lot of money. That's a lot of money. I'm trying to think, by that year, what players in the NBA right now could possibly be making or coming close to making that type of money? We got, let me see me write this down so I won't forget. We'll throw Wemby, Victor Wembanyama. We'll throw him in there. I believe Victor is going to get better and better and better over the course of the years. We see what he did this year, winning Rookie of the Year, making the All-Defensive team. The numbers he put up, and even in some of them games, he was only getting 23, 24 minutes. But then the minutes start bumping up. But the more he grew into his body, the more he learned the league, the more he learned his teammates. I mean, I like the fact that Greg Popovich did sign that contract right in time for the Spurs to draft Wembanyama. But to develop him. You know, what the Spurs are one of the organizations that I feel develop players well. Them, Miami, Golden State, organizations like that. You love to have coaches stick around for to develop young players like Victor Wembanyama. So I feel like his game keep progressing and getting better. He definitely going to be in the conversation. I mean, possibly could be getting paid that type of money. You got, of course, Anthony Edwards. I believe he's going to get better and better and better and better. Keep taking strides. I believe this year, losing to the Mavs the way they did is going to do nothing but motivate him to get in the gym, work on his game, his craft, and get better than what he was this year, and just keep elevating. So Ant-Man could probably be one. Definitely Luka. Luka Doncic. What more can you say about him and his game, the way he played? He just put on the show last night. Still young, so I believe Luka could be one of those players. Jason Tatum definitely could be one of the players. If Jaylen Brown got $300+ million, I believe Jason Tatum is going to crack that. Man, Kales, I'm gonna deal with you in a minute, man. I'm gonna holler at you in a minute, man. Let me see. Who else? Let me see. $100 million by that time, by 2033. Let me see. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander is another one, I believe. And of course, with all these players that I'm naming, health is the main thing that's going to really help them get to this contract along with their play. So Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, I can see being another guy. To me, he should have won the MVP this year. I believe he got an MVP in his future. I believe he will get it. 30-32. It's hard, and much talent as this guy have. It's hard for me to say Ja Morant, with all the talent that he got. Ja gotta learn how to stay out of trouble. I believe his off the court issues is going to be a reason to why he don't get it. I don't believe, as great as the talent that he have, organization will want to take that chance to pay him that type of money unless he can show consistently that he can keep himself out of trouble. Oh, let me see another guy who can. I think that might be it. Let me see. About 30-32. I don't want to say players like Embiid, Joker. I believe they will be up there in age. I don't believe and that might be the only thing that stopped them. Hold on, man. Hold on, folks. But anyways, so I don't want to name players like that. I believe their age might be what stopped them from making that type of money with them contracts. Let me see. Maybe if you want to say a Jalen Brunson, maybe if he keep playing the way he playing and improving on his game and his play like he did this year. Tyrese Maxey is another one. I believe he's already due for a big payday soon, and could possibly be in the future the face of the Philadelphia 76ers franchise. I see. Let me see. We got. Ah, let me look at it. Let me look at this. The West. Let me try to look at some role players that I think that could possibly do it. Uh, I see Jalen Williams. I like Jalen Williams' game. Jalen Williams, possibly. Zion, nah, I don't see a Zion as good as Zion is talent wise. Uh, I believe his the mental part for Zion may stop him from getting that. So no, it ain't a lot of players in the league that I can see getting that $100 million a year contract. It's a few. Like I said, the Wemby's of the world, the Ant-Mans of the world, the Shea Gilgeous Alexanders of the world, the Lucas of the world, the Tatums of the world. If you want to count Jaylen Brown, he's still young. By 30, 32, though, that's like 7 years away. For real, for real. Giannis. Giannis still young enough to where he could possibly come close to getting it, but I don't think it's too many. So maybe it can happen. Maybe no, 100. That's I could see the 90, the more or less the 95. I think that getting that 100 million a year will be tough. I think to crack that, yeah. Okay. I'm gonna say this. All the players I just named, I believe, could get the 95. Could get the 95. But only a few of them I just think could get that 100. And I believe the only ones who I think could get that 100 will be Ant-Man, Luca, Shea, um, Tatum, maybe. Uh, Tatum, maybe. Um, ah, ah, How old is Jamal? No, I'm not gonna say Jamal Murray. I'm not gonna even say Cat. No. I'm trying to think of these teams. Definitely don't. I ain't gonna say definitely, but I don't see a Cade Cunningham getting it. Uh, it's tough. It's tough. But definitely the players I did name. Oh, Maxi. I think Maxi will get it. I like Maxi's game. I like Maxi's game. He showed with or without Embiid, he could get the job done. I already mentioned Brunson. I believe Brunson, if he keeps stepping up his game, will get it. I mentioned him. But yeah, only a handful, that'll get that $100 million contract. But nevertheless, we'll see. We don't know how the college aspect of players are by that time. Will be coming out. But it definitely can happen. It definitely can happen. We'll see. We'll see. We'll see. Um, Before I get up out of here, I had to cut things short due to unfortunate circumstances. Ain't how I planned it, set it up or whatever. But football season coming. I just want to let y'all know. After the NBA finals that start June 6th, football season will be on and popping. OTAs is already happening. By that time, many counts will be done kicked in. So football season, I'm gonna start breaking down each conference, the AFC and the NFC, but each division. We're gonna break down the conference. We're gonna have special guests coming on to represent their team to tell us why their team is going to win a division, what their team is going to do, et cetera, et cetera. We're going to break them all down: AFC West, AFC North, AFC South, NFC East, NFC North, NFC West. We're going to break it all down, man. So again, stay tuned. You know what I'm saying? Keep following the Inside Scoop, man. Keep watching your boy, man. Keep supporting. I appreciate it all. Keep them subscriptions coming, man. Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Subscribe to the Signature Series Network. Shout out to my man Blaze. Also on Facebook, man. Follow, like, share, man. Keep it coming, man. Without y'all, there's no me. I'm gonna keep the content coming, man. Y'all just keep the support coming. Again, I appreciate y'all for tuning in with me on this short show Friday. I hope everybody enjoying their weekend. I'm gonna finish enjoying mine. Of course, it's my B-Day weekend. B-Day was yesterday. You know, I ain't about to disclose the age, but you know, we living good, everything all right, man. Again, man, appreciate y'all for tuning in. Don't forget, subscribe to the channel, y'all. Subscribe to the channel for more content, and also follow on Facebook, man. I'm the boy Spivey, man. This is the Inside Scoop. Catch me again, fresh week Monday. Actually, for real. Let me go back. Since the finals don't start till June 6th. By that time, yeah, OTAs will be starting. So, hey, I just might start to break it down the NFL starting Monday. Back to NFL Monday. So, look out for that. Yeah, I think that's what I'm going to do. So, look out for that starting Monday, man. We're going to start with the AFC East, which consists of the Dolphins, the Bills, the Jets. You know, Aaron Rodgers and them boys back. The Patriots. So, yeah, we're going to break all that down and get them tossed in, man. So join me Monday, same time, same place, 7 o'clock, Inside Scoop. I'm the boy Spivey, man. I'm out of here. Peace.